in an official event. It was versus 100.
Dude, he's just wandering.
Struggling on the attack pretty darn heavily. Although to be fair, both teams were kind of struggling on.
Dude, why is the overlay shaking like that?
Maybe this little bit of an agent swap up will cause some hopeful kind of alleviations of those problems. But already off the bat, you've got.
If you need me to move the camera somewhere else, then I'm fine too. By the way, maybe I can move it to the right. You guys want the camera on the right, or do you want to keep it the same? Dude, this overlay is like freaking me out. Yeah, how did they not fix the overlay? It's been like a month. Right? Okay, top right. Okay. Give me a quick second.
Try to maybe set up the retake. He's getting taken down by
I'll just turn off my overlays real
there
quick.
with the sheriff, and now we're going to see FaZe throw their own wall down to block off that link and defenders spawn and help them entrench this site. They're gonna have
where's my cam at?
Tough retake now for Rise with so much vision being blocked on their way back in.
And I love the kind of maybe borderline greedy play for the sheriff.
Yeah, I'll enlarge my cam a little bit.
More long-range pressure off the pistol.
There you go. I think that should be fine, right?
Also with that, the recon guard not going to find too much. Baby finding his second.
Can you volume increase just a bit? Yeah, I can.
The offensive one. Baby good for a third. Finds it now.
Oh my god.
Maybe to start things off with an ace. Are you kidding? 18 HP. Shanks has
Sheriff OP
kind of back over through the alleyway, and explosives will pop through for Baby looking for the check his left. The trade will be there.
Damn, he's smeeking already. It's only round 1.
Yeah, an absolute bang, a double-edged sword to get that entry on the opposing Viper on B site. Not only does it give them main advantage and site control, but it also takes away that Viper wall that could have been useful for Rise on the retake onto the B site, which they were clearly playing for, as you can tell by their defensive setup early in the round. Really nice trading there from Baby in particular with the quad kill. Baby is such an
Dude, this shaking overlay is throwing me off so hard.
Bro, literally, I'm literally shaking and crying right now. I can't handle it. I can't.
The game is certainly a great news for FaZe.
They literally had a month to fix this.
Yep, phase 1 pistol, game's over.
Just a little bit of a time to kind of chat about some things. Again, because it's been quite a while since both these teams have stepped onto a server. You know, a lot of their previous matches date all the way back to August. These are the two teams that...
Dude, literally, look at this. Look at this shit. Wait, hold on. I gotta move this up a little bit more. Blocking the money right now.
Kind of look around, see what's been going on throughout the scene as far as meta, as far as...
Tech pause already? Yep. It's not a tournament without 18 tech pauses, delays for days. I think I have fun with you for the 5 gifted.
With Corey making this move over to Sky after having previously played a lot of Yoru on this map. And then for Rise, you know, this is only their 3rd match on Breeze, and their first game, they got absolutely battered by Sentinels, and they were doing so because they were trying
Might be blocking the
to
kill
play
feed?
it
Oh
so,
my
but they
gosh.
actually had Derek on a stage, but you've seen them go back to Derek.
I'll make my cam a little bit
Sova,
smaller
and
then.
everybody else is kind of
There you
falling
go.
in line
That should be good.
with what you'd expect based on their past. And I think the other big thing you're seeing is there's been kind of a debate about whether or not to play Viper as your solo controller on this map.
How do you have a shaking overlay?
Or an Astra to kind of be that secondary controller.
Are they gonna fix this today, or is every
controller with Viper?
Yeah, we've seen a lot of the Viper come into favor. I think you can credit Nash, I think, at Berlin for really kind of showcasing the ceiling, maybe to say, for what the agent has to offer. But Baby J,
read your messages.
here on Rise's aggression through the middle. The guiding light will provide
trying my best.
sort of a deterrence. And with that flash, you thought maybe it was going to be a free kill, but not the case. Help has arrived. A 3-for-1 trade, and FaZe find themselves with the numbers and a free B site.
Yeah, you can't really blame Rise for rolling the dice on an
Wait, they just added the player pictures. I actually am curious. Who do you guys think will win between FaZe and Rise? Chat. I'll make a poll real quick. I actually want to see unbiased your guys' opinions on who will win.
I think if they could have got this pick on Baby J maybe a bit faster, they could have shifted that focus back over to Baby Bay, who was hopping over the wall here with the Sheriff, but
actually just curious.
A little too long to get Baby J off the board, and it freed up the rest of FaZe to come in and reinforce to fend off that mid control. But now we have the full buy from Rise. We got an opto out for Baby Bay already.
Yes.
Shit, it's not the full-on bonus.
Yeah, this is going to be something that I think for FaZe, you're really going to be happy about getting this extra bit of long-range pressure early and early one.
Thank you, Perry the Platypus for the sub. Thank you, Phasma for the sub.
SMG over to the rifle, and with that, Baby J looking for an early plant. But information starting to come through from all of the tools from Raucus.
I find like A sites are such a rough site on this map. It's just like a wall with like Sova Dart. Retake. I think Kanashi. for the 3 months.
To get back into safety. They're all kind of playing from long A, except for Baby Bay with the op way out in middle. I want to see what kind of factor he's going to be able to play here.
He's way out of the picture right now. So honestly, for Rise, this retake looking even strength. Maybe even a little bit more in favor, but here's the angle that
wait, well, what?
Sure
oh,
never
mind.
But the spike is not necessarily planted for him, but it doesn't make much of a difference.
Wait, dude, I thought that was Big Rain for a second, and then I realized that it wasn't fully planted for Baby Bay.
You definitely got to look at what they were trying.
I actually thought that was like some 10 head shit. That angle was insane, and then he's just abusing.
You know what that reminded me of if they planted it right? Like when you used to plant triple on Mirage and then the upper would go upper B and cat and post, like that's kind of what Baby Bay did. You know, for the post plant, like isn't it kind of like the same type of idea? Like,
kind of, yeah.
On that angle.
I mean, I wouldn't expect that angle.
Yeah, it's literally like the same concept. That's so cool.
I feel like they fucked up the plant though, because the guy's defusing.
No, they fucked it up. I'm saying if they planted it right, they just missed the biggest thing.
Both offensively and defensively, he's continued to throw his weight around the rink.
I think he's silent right for the sub.
Dude, Al Ivy.
Sentry turret and Rise's aggressive defensive setup has been read by FaZe, and they are going to
Hello?
Hello? Rotate.
Wait,
I think you changed room for the $3.
No,
you haven't been talking at all.
You haven't talked at all. Yeah. This guy's been rapping to us the whole time. We haven't been responding to it.
I heard 3 gave us our game back. Possibly. I actually used to play a lot of Halo as a kid, because I was an Xbox child growing up. I think you cryptic Alex for some. Is this real LAN? No, this isn't LAN anymore. It was originally planned to be a LAN, but there was just a bunch of issues. Dude, no, it was fucked though. They were playing on LAN, but like online servers. I don't know how that happens. I think you Josh in for the 12
They
months.
got a collab ding.
They got 145, yeah, both of them. What?
Oh.
Oh.
Does he know this guy can
backing
see
down, who's only got 5 HP. This is a very even 2v2.
Yeah, luckily though, BBJ has maintained middle this entire time, so it's giving a route for Corey to get out of there and pivot that spike back over to A site. And so
How hard do you think it would be to fix a shaking overlay?
Because as you said, Corey's on 5 HP.
It's just nervous.
Obviously. And now Derek's picked up an op poise as the Vandal.
Nervous online, playing at home, coke in hand and underwear.
A little bit of utility left here on poise to maybe work with.
Lockdown has been
When is Sentinel's gonna play? Well, we'll play at Champs.
FaZe start to feel pressure just to gain.
The overlay was shaking like this on the broadcast last time too, like when it was on LAN.
Recon bolt in. Poise gonna be the first one forward. Derek watching long. There it is. Attack and lockdown will be spent. You've got to go now if you're Rise. Otherwise, you're not going to have time to back up and then come back to this. And the lockdown does get destroyed. And oh my goodness, the trade is going to be there. Baby J, though, over the top finds.
Wait, why the fuck was that guy looking mid-healed?
Lit Boy for the $3.
I don't know. It's turning from the Killjoy Flash.
You know, that's a good question. Where was he
It's a
looking?
Flash from Killjoy Flash, you know?
Wait.
And also with that lockdown getting shut down so quick.
Wait, yeah, he did clear mid. What?
Just maybe Rise are going to be able to
What is he looking at?
What?
They're the only spot to be in.
This is big news for FaZe. In their 4 games that they've played on Breeze, it's been their defense that has carried them through at a 60% win rate.
Are you gonna play Valorant after this game? We'll see what happens. My thumb is a little bit fucked up because I ended up piercing it with a keyboard switch, and like the two. So basically, if anybody knows keyboard switches, there's like 2 metal prongs that connect into a keyboard. I was fucking with it. I was taking off the keycap, and I didn't realize that there's like little clips that keep it inside something. So I tried pulling it out with all my force, and then I ended up getting the 2 pins into my thumb. And it kind of hurts when I hold a mouse. So this is like the 3rd day though. It feels better, and I'm actually able to hold it more normally than I could the first day. Yeah, gamer moment. See, I stay at home and I hurt myself. Imagine if I went outside. That'd be deadly.
He has been relentless
Shank's
with this
been getting
operator.
shit
He's had
on.
it for quite some time, and he has yet to falter. Really, it's another big open.
I think it's nice for the 13 months. It's got it. Thank you. Actually, dude, it feels much better to have
flash comes through. That looked
Feels
like maybe
much better being able to
opportunity
see.
even things up, but
We'll say
Neptune did
that.
not quite lock down the angle. Does force out the blades though, so that is part of the picture.
I think he Lord ran for the
That
4
actually
months.
just may allow FaZe to
I'm pretty good.
snowball
Thank you for asking.
into this A side. The only defender
Thank you,
has-
Els Rango for the
Yeah,
sub.
and they already had their Viper wall placed here at A side, so they're able to go ahead and throw that up immediately. Superman trying to play behind it, trying to throw his own utility down the smoke now, but Baby Bay is not having it, coming over with the daggers, finds his second.
Is FaZe playing from
Superman, and this is probably
LA or are they playing from Texas?
They're in Atlanta.
Texas.
Oh, okay.
Atlanta, yeah, Atlanta.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nothing
That's what I was
Rise
saying
is
is like
good.
Atlanta's worse, bro. They're gonna be partying like crazy.
My goodness, Baby Bay
But then Rockets told me yesterday that they went a whole week without going to the club,
early
so
in this LCQ
they're dialed
restart
in.
for day two.
I
They're
think he's
detox.
lunchable for the
They're,
sub.
they're on the cleanse right now.
Also
A
with the
week.
blades poised, has no choice but to back away and try to save.
Well, I can tell you this, man. The FaZe clan are certainly hoping that their stocks, when they hit the NASDAQ in the first quarter of next year, that they're going to be seeing the stocks rise. But what we can confirm right here on the first day of this event is that Baby Bay stocks are at an all-time high.
Have you thought about
He's
getting
sneaking it
colorblind
out.
glasses? You know what? Actually, Kaide bought me colorblind glasses for
And it's just, you know, you're getting
it was
so
either
much
my
stuff
birthday
in
or
the
like a
corner,
Christmas
talking
present,
about
but
all the different
I tried it. It looks crazy.
pieces about FaZe.
I'm like, damn, this is what normal people see. It's crazy how much stuff has color and how I was like looking at the sky and like normally I look at the sky, I'm just like, oh, blue. And then I put on the glasses, I look at the sky, and I'm like, holy shit, like I'm seeing lines, like
But sometimes you
these
just
colors
have
are
to
merging into other
reality
colors.
shift. And the bottom line is that Rise has a combined 8 frags in the 5 rounds we've played so far.
Yeah.
Baby Bay has 11 by himself.
Yeah.
Just want to throw that one out there.
Have you seen the anime Overlord? Yes, I have. It's really good.
Not good.
No, the math does not check out.
When is your birthday? My birthday's on May 5th.
I mean,
A colorblind moment.
The question really now has to go down
Did you
to,
cry? No.
You can't just go off of this.
I
defensive
literally put on the glasses. I'm like, oh, cool. And then like I took them off after.
The fact that the last time you were put in economical distraught was
I'm not colorblind to the point where like I see gray, if you know what I mean. Like I see colors for sure, but I'm just not good. I'm like really like color deficient. So I fuck up. I'm like, oh, this is blue. It's actually pink. Oh, this is green. It's yellow. So I'm just really bad with telling colors from each other.
The one advantage you might be able to levy defensively is, hey, they haven't had any presence here for so long. They don't know where we are. We could be playing up front. They're going to have to take a little bit more time to clear their way back onto the opposing side of the map. Well, Rise aren't really challenging.
Has colorblind or asthma ever affected your career?
Giving FaZe so much free space. And I also think that they need to find a way to start.
Not
winning.
really,
How
no.
many opening picks have we seen Baby Bay
Because all I
get?
did was like
And
bump
that
my
just
digital
allows
vibrance from
FaZe's
50 to
team know how
100%. Then
aggressive of a team FaZe is, how
I'm
aggressive
I'm
they
fine
like to
for a
be.
little bit.
And that just fuels their play
But
style, and they're able to keep
I was actually having some issues in Counter-Strike when they released the models. When they released the character models, I had so many issues seeing them. So switching to Valorant where there's like an outline is crazy to me.
Getting rammed
Play the
I never
colorblind
said
test
a
on
chance,
stream?
bro.
Yes, I have.
Good intel. This time it's complete blindness.
I can use a Shaw now, Pog.
Jinx can do something with the knife,
Oh!
but Baby Bay is
Wait, this guy's just
Baby
shitting on people right now.
That Jeff. Oh my god, Baby, can
Baby
you
Bay
stop
with
right
the
now,
mo.
bro? He's speaking. Holy
got the
fuck.
mo.
Way on the outside just with an SMG.
I feel
Momentum.
like Baby Bay has had a multi-frag round almost every round so far.
Thank you, Kaide, for the
He had
19
the
months.
quad kill on pistol. This is
Are you all
a kill on
all
this
done? Are you coming
round.
home now?
FaZe winning
Other 3
LCQ.
rounds,
I got
I'm
my
pretty
vote locked in.
He had a couple of doubles.
Dude, this guy's out for blood. What the fuck?
Silenced by Poise here, trying to pick up that Vandal, see if he can maybe hold on to it, but obviously everyone on FaZe.
Thank you, Kotobo for the sub, and thank you, Septic X3 for the sub.
Chase however much they want. And another round where they barely lose anything. Just one.
Have you ever played League of
player lost
Legends?
there.
Unfortunately, I have.
And I mean,
So it's
Baby
500
Unfortunately,
ACS.
I
Calm
play
down,
it
brother.
quite often.
Derek
Tyson
hasn't even
versus
done
F4Q cosplay. Oh my god.
Getting annoyed.
That's
Wait,
what
sorry.
Zom says,
Shot
bro.
there, bro.
That's what Zom says, just in the corner,
Wait,
bro.
hold
Like,
on,
crap.
Kaide.
At a certain point, just shock dirt, like,
Wait, how do I see your
choke
message?
points, like,
Oh,
you
there
got
it is.
damage at least.
Oh, want a Pokeball and bubble tea? Actually, no, I'm completely down.
Just for momentum's
Yes, yes,
sake,
please.
just to feel alive.
I would love
Feel like
Pokeball
you're
right
in
now.
this game, you know, feel like you're getting off the starting blocks. As we are going to see FaZe yet again.
And then bubble tea, I'll probably just do
early
the
here
same
on the long A
what
side
I
of the
normally
map.
get.
And again, Baby J patrolling that middle. At least they're getting early.
I completely
intel
forgot that you
checks
can see
on
messages from a
the
specific
operator.
person. I think he's easy Mini for the sub.
Which
Which lane you play?
think they know Superman's on the side. They can't lock it down.
I play top lane, so I'm very accustomed to just despair and sadness.
Forward as Shanks takes down Baby J. Your two top fraggers now for FaZe are out, and with the Viper's pit down, FaZe are going to have to reassess what they want to do in the 3v5.
Yeah, good Seekers as well. Comes out of Neptune, gets them the read that there's still presence Cave and A Halls. Plus they have the 2-man advantage. They have not had an advantage like this in really the whole half, so this is something they really need to capitalize on. You have to feel a Zachary trying to use his orb to make his way into a deeper A Halls position, try to see if they can unlock an added route to this A site. We haven't really seen.
Which eye's your eye, Domino? I have my red eye.
Has a good read of it.
You watch the CS coverage? I actually haven't watched a CS match in the longest time. I think CS is an amazing game, but I feel like Valve are just horrible devs. Like Valve do not give a fuck about that game. CS could have been really good and much bigger than what it is currently if I feel like the devs cared about the game. I always say this. I say this theory. I say that Dota and CS are like an experiment conducted by Valve, where you give everything the attention and resources, and then you ignore the other one completely. There's no way that they just completely ignore the game and don't give it as many updates. And you're looking at Dota. This game is getting fucking so many updates, crowdfunded prize pools. These prize pools are like 30 mil plus, and then here's CS:GO, and they're not even giving stickers to players in the groups. You have to make it to the semifinals at least to get a sticker. Like what? Are they dumb? What? I actually really hate Valve for just like I feel like they don't care.
We'll have to see as FaZe, of course, has their own Viper's Pit ready to put into play on this potential A-take as well as Sneakers. So they have their own utility.
Not 30 mil, it's 40 mil. Oh my god.
Once again, positioning pretty aggressive here, but there's the Seekers plus the Ultron.
Yeah, CS did have a lot of potential. I enjoyed the game for sure, but I just feel like it's neglected by the company that made it, or the company that like Valve aren't even making a league for CS, or like they don't have like a circuit or anything.
Now made easier with a 1v2, but he doesn't really have a lot to play with outside of really just his positioning, which is really not much to speak of. And Neptune crosses from right to left, finds the angle, and Rise go back to back.
Yeah, we're seeing Rise now.
Imagine the crowdfunding a CS training. There'd actually be a lot. I think there'd be a lot of money in it, because dude, the amount, the skin market used to be so big, or like prime time, like CS:GO Lounge, like the skin scene was booming. Did you try playing Rainbow Six? Yes, I have played Rainbow Six. I'm really bad at it. I don't have like the patience for it. Like some games are for some people, some games are not for others. Whereas I fall into the like I'm too lazy to play Rainbow Six, just because it's so like particular, and like you could literally die through like 3 walls. Someone made like a little peephole with a shotgun, and then they're holding it. It's just like so much. I would say the game is very like you have to have map knowledge.
B-side, you see a lot of teams utilizing that agent as basically a B-side anchor. They're now putting that utility over towards A, and they're going to put a lot more trust on the Killjoy to try to defend that B position with Baby J. They also have Shanks there with the operator, maybe looking for an opening pick. And while FaZe are looking like they want to challenge that position, so we could very well see an op-v-op duel.
Sometimes you can play Ash perfectly, or say. Dude, I don't know. They're just.
Yeah, and hey, I think that's a pretty fair
I'm not.
to just
That game's too big brain. Like, I can't be like getting info and then doing it slowly. Like the thing I like about like Valorant or CS, just like these games, is
it does feel a little bit puzzling. I think just
there's both fast and slow, whereas I feel like in Rainbow Six it's very slow paced compared to like what I'm used to. What's wrong with the overlay? It's shaking? I have no clue.
Taking advantage of, Baby J has kind of been able to just control this area and keep it unlocked for FaZe to make those transitions, and he's able to cut off rotations.
Tenz actually streaming during daylight. My sleep schedule has been fucked. I've been waking up at 1 a.m. I've literally been waking up at 1 a.m. I've been nocturnal.
Derek putting the owl drone out and making sure no one's taking elbow position, has got the tabs on Baby J's position at pillar. Ops goes silent on
today I woke up at 6 a.m.
committing to an angle there, so all is quiet on that front. As we now see FaZe repositioning over towards long A again. Viper Wall is going to be there to kind of make it tough to crack that open. Neptune there as well.
Man.
So they have a good defense in place on this A side. But FaZe going to see if they can't get a little bit of space here.
Oh, good read here from Raucus. Sees one. That's Neptune. The tag will
Yes, this is rough for Neptune right here, because as like playing on Breeze, and if you get tagged by the Sova drone, you literally just get owned. There's nothing you can do. You hide behind a pyramid, but then people just wrap around the wall and spam you.
Yep. Watching for the plant, and look at the adjustment on the spike plant.
Like, it's so hard to be like an A site player.
I'm glad you pointed that
I
out.
remember when we first started playing Breeze, I used to only op A, and I wanted to cry because I felt like I would break the drone, get tagged, and then I'd just get owned.
So tough on Rise to try to get this diffuse off.
Any country you'd like to visit soon? I really want to visit Japan.
But nothing comes their way.
I was supposed to visit Japan after I graduated high school, but that was when I joined C9 for CSGO, and then I had to cancel the travel plans with my friends.
Just before they're about to consider their economy.
Stream is in 30 FPS. My stream?
Has to change defensively for Rise.
That's 60 FPS for me.
FaZe again, I feel like I'm kind of just repeating myself, but they're dominating that portion of the map, and it's just again setting them up for post plants. It's setting them up to transition after they feint and they want to double back to the opposing site. It's allowing them to very easily cut off rotations and get reads on the defensive moves. And it's
why don't you visit Japan with Kaide? This is the idea. After champs, I want to take a vacation to Japan, but that's if like apparently there's travel restrictions where you can't go sometimes, or I'm not too sure what's happening. Damn, Shanks is getting hard diffed by Baby Bay. Whoa. I've seen this guy entry so many times. Yeah, they just lifted restrictions, but because they lifted restrictions now, it doesn't mean that the restrictions can't get like reopened in like a month or something like that. So that's where I'm like, I really hope that it's the restrictions stay lifted, but oh my gosh, dude, this guy's owning.
Here comes the defensive lockdown. Can it get them back in this? But what a great lineup from Zach to put on the spike.
Kills so much time, but the defense knows that they've got a little bit of freedom before they have to check. Second snakebite comes out.
Wait, did they miss the orb?
Team for catching it every time. Zach also finds poise. Superman giving it a go, but
I think he squares dude for the sub.
Rise go down 2-8 from the heavily favored side of in North America over the course of stage 3. Not a great look here so far through the first half.
Thank you, Cloud Nina, for the sub, and thank you, Beyond Lasso for the sub, and thank you, Annihilation for the sub.
And Immortals, it was really based on getting kind of the bare minimum on the attack, you know, maybe like 6 to 7 rounds, and then just getting that really stout defense. And their attack is something they often struggled with against TSM and 100 Thieves thereafter. When they lost them after the last couple comms, they have played it. So to see them come out here with 8
Oh, is that the window smoke? Dude, I tried literally forever to find that smoke.
Especially with an eco here from Rise.
Dude, look at Baby Bay. Look at this guy. How many entries has this guy gotten?
Also information off the snake bite right in the corner, flushes out one, finds the easy pick. No problem for Corey to follow up, and it's flawless.
I swear Baby Bay has literally entried all but maybe one round.
Too much in, but you were hoping maybe for at least an elimination or two to root for.
Here, there's one thing I want to point out in this Flawless. Look at the layering of the utility. Like you pointed out, amazing guiding light to get Baby Bay a free duel there essentially on the Shank. But watch how they
check him
crush
PC
Neptune on this wall. Snakebite. Oh, you're going to avoid that? Trailblazer. Eat that one. And it's just, you know, aggression, yes, from FaZe, but what needs to be pointed out, it's not just as simple as holding W. The way that they're using this utility to play that aggressive style, to supplement the philosophy that they have on the game, has been beautiful to watch this match.
I'm waiting for dude. Baby Bay better get another entry right here.
You know, it's the sophisticated speak. It's not just forehead dashing.
Oh, he did. Look at
frustration starting to amount as Rise kind of hit the W key.
Dude, this guy is owning right now. Oh, Superman.
Cleans up the front door of B. So with that double, it actually means that there's again for
oh my god, holy shit.
Rise have a numbers advantage 3v2.
But not on this side of the map.
Actually, how many first bloods does he have so far?
Not checking. able to cough one over. That's Derek getting a big kill, leaving Raucus alone.
Thank you, Cadio Livia, for the $5.
Situations. I feel like he's usually
I'll catch up any stream today, but I'm glad to be back and hope you and Kyrie are both doing well. Thank you, thank you.
Tall task when it's 1 versus
3. We are doing really well.
Viper's Pit in play.
Thank you, Greyland, for the 2 months.
He will get the plant. Sure, he's got Hunter's Fury.
Yo, sorry, I was AFK.
It's going to be
What's up?
hard to get in a spot where he's protected enough to actually get that Hunter's Fury off and get.
Baby Bay has gotten an entry like every round.
Yeah, he's on a heater right now.
Connect as the guiding light came through stake fight. Flushing him through. Raucus, no chance there.
How long have you been with Kaide? Over 2 years.
Third round. But man, there's a little bit of salt and sourness coming out of my mouth there, even saying that.
9-3 curse. Feels bad.
They'll have to prepare themselves for their offense. It's going to have to be something immaculate from Rise. They'll prepare. We will do the same. We'll step away and come back for the second half right after this.
Honestly, dude, if FaZe win the pistol round, I'm calling it Swift 2-0. Actually, I really want to see thank you Tax Films for the 4 months, thank you Lee Fox the sub, and thank you Onslaught for the $5. So you got winning LCQ. I'm not too sure because like looking at it, there's a bunch of teams that change, so I haven't seen much of like certain teams in a while, or I haven't seen like a current iteration of a team. Like I know 100 Thieves, they changed their IGL, so I don't know, like I don't know how stuff will work out. Why aren't you playing on this? Because we're already qualified for champions. This is the last chance qualifier, but so basically it's your last chance to qualify for champions. So already it's us and Envy that's qualified. Thank you NA Gaming 34 for the sub. Thank you Quiche Plays for the sub. Thank you Oh Wow Leo for the sub. DMCA. I think Diego for the sub. And thank you Cheng Noi for the sub. What level are you in Valorant? I'm like level 120, I think. My level isn't that high because I used to only play on my ults. I feel like when I got to Radiant and I played a lot, I never could get games on my main account, so I would always play on my alt account. I feel like my level would be probably a lot higher. Thank you, Brees FES for the sub. Thank you, Chotohu for the 3 months. Thank you, Mr. Popper for the sub. For the gifted.
You have to come out and win this pistol if you're Rise.
Yeah, this is a kind of do or die situation at this point. If you're unable to get it, FaZe basically get to 11 for free. You're gonna have to start forcing yourself.
How did Envy qualify again? Through points.
Want this to try to stop FaZe from jumping that point very quickly.
Basically,
so
at Berlin,
weight on their shoulders to convert
whoever made it further in Berlin qualified for champions between Envy and 100 Thieves.
Exponentially increases the value, and so we'll see what Rise can do here on the attack.
Seem like they want to kind of spread the field just a touch, but you talked about how FaZe Clan have been so good about putting pressure to the middle of the map. Take a look at the defensive numbers that are already making their way not just up the mid, but even controlling.
Dude, look at the spot he's sitting in.
Unreal. It is that Trailblazer will spot Baby Bay, sure, but that's only the battle as he just sneaks over on the top wall and gets the Sheriff.
I feel like the Sheriff is so strong.
Gonna be able to assist him here for the opposing side. Neptune though breaking through.
I don't know if the Sheriff. Do you guys think the Sheriff's too strong on pistol round? I know it's an $800 investment.
Big 1v1 happening up top in the vents actually opens up all of the A site.
But two body shots is crazy.
Causes a bit of an obstacle here because you just don't know, has Shanks actually pushed through into our spawn? Is he still lingering?
Yeah, that's more of like a opinion based thing. Like I think it's.
Yeah, this tough
like you are not getting any utility, but on some characters you don't need utility. Like Jet and Reyna, you don't need util because your get out of jail free card is just free. So a lot of the time, if you just buy like a Sheriff, you fine.
But a big kill for Shanks.
Corey, though, is
I was actually thinking of this idea. What if they made it so
Marcus trying to deal with
the
sensor
sheriff,
turret. Difficult 1v1 there, apparently.
they increase the headshot damage but decrease the body damage slightly? So the gun is like not as effective on pistol rounds, but then on gun rounds it's even more like worth. Because right now, you buy a sheriff, you ding someone for 145, it's just so sad.
It was a labored victory, but Rise find it nonetheless. What a brilliant series of events.
Like imagine the sheriff, 150 damage any range, that'd be amazing.
Wait, Baby's actually solo carrying this game, boy?
Yeah, I just what the fuck? 470.
Everybody else in the server has 11 or less.
Maybe they were just running on a ton. They felt like they needed to get to half, but I think if they could have 2v1 that shot,
The jet on Breeze, that thing goes crazy.
Maybe pull off a last-second defuse. Instead, they kind of gave them some 1v1s and gave them away back into the round.
Yeah, but they should increase accuracy. Okay,
now, if you remember back to
but
when we
I do think it shoots a little bit too fast for, like it shoots way too straight
And you want
with
to
the
play
amount of
your
speed.
Baby Bay to fall first, Baby J falls second. Now it's just down to Corey to
Oh.
hold the front door and
2 classic
hold it
kills? Whoa.
as he finds himself a double free weapon.
Thank you, no train X for the sub, and thank you, it's almost for the $5. What internet slash or internet upload slash download speed do you have? I have 100 up and like or 100 down, 50 up, I think. Thank you, the legit Finch for the 3 months, and thank you, it's Gonzo sub.
For this potential, and it's just classics anyway. So Raj should be finding a 5th here.
Free weapon, by the way.
Zach already tagged up from the side double doors. Superman gonna make sure he checks to see what's going on over here, and as he does, he finds the intruder. Raucus falls. Zach just backing away. I don't know if he thinks he's got an opportunity maybe to get some exit kills. Seems to be that way as he makes his way over towards spawn. And
I think he tackle for the sub.
For Rise on this post plant, but nothing will occur here as Neptune finds the headshot and Rise takes the expected second.
Yeah, it's hard to know where Rise's attacking half is going to go from here. Obviously, only 1 round against Sentinels in their first official game on Breeze, but had a
you know what?
over on
Let's just say that
playoffs for this stage, and
Canadian internet could be a lot better.
They needed to get one over on them to find their way in this LC.
But when Kaide and I move, hopefully we're gonna get better internet. I will get better ping to the server. Oh, you know what's fucked? My routing, Texas has gone down like significantly. So whenever I'm playing on Texas servers now, instead of 50, I get 70. I literally want to cry. Dude, Baby Bay just sitting up here. What the fuck?
The easy kill. Boy, still locking things down with the sheriff.
Wait, this guy's just playing on the wall.
4v2, Rise once again. Vacancy at A for a free plant.
Big to catch Baby Bay there. Baby Bay, you know, wanting to chase down after that blip of the recon, but gets punished for it. We're already seeing, you know, a big difference in defensive philosophy. You know, FaZe are looking to fight middle, and they're looking to do it every round. And Baby Bay is one of those Jets that really loves to use elevation changes. He's really known for that on the attack, you know, dashing up on top of things, using that elevation change to try to catch people off guard. You're seeing him do it defensively at middle that round, but does get caught by Rise.
I wonder if they're going to try to fix the shaking after this map, or when they're going to try it. Maybe after today or something? Because it looks like they haven't even made an attempt to fix it since the matches is live.
Contest on this map. I think for a moment there,
am I tripping about the player card shaking? They are.
That FaZe were going to collect Breeze, but now, as these rounds start to come to pass, Rise starting to build a little bit of a foundation. But can they?
They're not gonna try. They're lazy.
That is the next question.
Difficult decisions coming through right there. Rise, after knowing exactly where Raucus was positioned, sent
thank you, Mudru, for the 8 months, and thank you, Axelight, for the sub.
Withstand the round, but they'd end up losing 2. So the economic snowball has at least been put on pause just a touch for a couple of players. Of course, naturally, the money is fine, and with that, Rise will still for purchase. Whereas for FaZe, the good news was
oh my God,
we were able to give rifles over to Zach and
Kudo's out like a light.
I do have Seekers available as well on the Corey.
Dude, this dog is literally passed out right now.
Turret already taken down. Baby J looking to the aggressive over towards shot position. Now Baby Bay joining him to the Baby Square defensive combo here, trying to get something done. And there it is, the headshot.
The entry again.
Onto Derek, man advantage gain. Now, do they want to press and try to get Baby J a weapon off the back of that? It seems like that's the thought.
You're the States here,
Baby J creep a bit
I mean,
forward. And Baby J holding
Okay.
his fall back on the shop.
If I'm gonna compare like where I live and like LA, for example,
Bit of mobility taken off the table, and
here it's just always rainy. There's not that much stuff to do. I mean, it's very like nature based, but someone like me, I'm not really connected with the nature aspect of life, so I'm always inside, I'm always on my computer, so I can't really capitalize on this part of where I live. Oh, wait, free weapon?
Will gain him some space and then escaping.
No way they throw a 1v4, right?
Right on in.
I mean, how the fuck is Rise even like close to losing this though?
Cover his tracks as he will make his way over.
I think for the 2 months, and he kills him some.
Damage off, but takes some himself. He's the one worse for wear as it goes into this. Now he can't get over
Gonna ult the bomb.
a plant position.
Oh,
He's
the
gonna
Viper
try to
setup
plant for
here is
himself
fucked.
to go back
Just
towards
play close.
window. At least Fade,
Oh.
he does have Viper's pit now as
That's
well.
good.
There is a hope
This is good.
for Superman to clutch.
Oh, look at the
he
play. I like
won,
this play. I
dude.
like this
Oh
play.
wait, oh shit.
He won. He won.
It's not really planted for it though, right?
So much utility.
Oh, wait,
wait,
Ruckus is...
Oh.
Finds the third.
No, don't come back. Stay there.
Now a 1v1.
Wait, he's running
Cheers
too?
then, bro.
Wait, what?
Zach gonna hold it.
Surely that's
halfway,
not the
then
play.
Back away. 1 HP off
What?
the
Oh,
Wait,
What?
no, there's no way that's
He
the
won.
play,
I feel
right?
like if he stays tunnel,
Yeah,
right?
if he stays tunnel,
He
you always
fakes
win.
Make sure that there was no hijinks or hilarity there.
You don't even
But
need to
my
do
goodness,
anything
did
after you
Super
kill
ever get a good
Rockets.
look
You
at a
just win the
1v4?
1v1 so easy.
That was a roller coaster ride of a round, man. It looked like
I don't even
FaZe
think
had
the
that
bomb
one
was in the
sign
ult,
sealed
so
and
you
delivered,
could
but the
just
Baby
beat it.
squared combo over
Like, you could
at
see the
8K
spike if it goes up or
just
down.
The ability for Baby J and Baby Bay to work together to get those kills and really put a stop to Rise early.
Has there ever been a match where someone has gotten 500 ACS or no?
Puts the Superman into a tough 1 versus 3
I doubt
clutch.
it.
Now, he
That's
played
like
it
insane number.
almost super
I'm sure
fast.
500
it's an open
ACS is
qualifier.
like
Thank you, Resfar, for the $5.
damage around.
Oh yeah, yeah, I know about that.
Was able to catch on to that pretty early, and even though he
I think that was like a while ago, right?
I'm almost positive there hasn't. Even like a 13-0, I'm sure that's hard.
How about this? FaZe once again, after their establishment of pressure through mid, Rise are going to throw some utility to try to keep this clear.
I'm sure against
It's a
your
little bit
game press
expensive from
F4
both
key, you
sides
probably
when it
had like
comes to information
400
gathering
something.
abilities.
And you fucking, like,
I had like 450, I think.
Again,
yeah.
seeing
And like
the
you
mid
had
control
like
being
the
taken
most
here
insane
by
game ever, so
Rise
I
with
doubt it.
Shanks, but they fade off of it pretty early. We're seeing a defensive changeup as well with Baby Bay with the op this time on A side of the map, so he's varying.
Yeah, I'm talking about like in like an actual like pro match. Has there ever been someone that's gotten 500 ACS?
Common Viper setup on
Oh, 478 against F4Q?
The lockdown come into play here for
Close
Rise.
enough.
Seekers coming forward as well.
They got a look, but could not connect.
Man's got dead as fuck, right?
First one forward, able to find Baby Bay before he can escape. Corey also revealed.
Dude,
I
this,
think they should make this whole box mountable. They can't hide
for
there.
Baby J was trying to get there.
Really? No, I like how it
are
is.
you
right now.
talking the triple stack?
The triple.
Yeah.
If it's
Wait,
all pinball,
wait,
it's
already
gonna be
is
so annoying,
pinball.
bro.
I mean,
whole
I feel like
thing,
that
like-
spot isn't even good.
Dude, it's like
But when you get
80%
the drone
spammable.
tag, like it's so annoying.
They're no strangers to playing assertive when the situation calls for it. Good combo of lockdown and Seekers gets them the space. Big entry gets detained onto Corey. They try to reinforce him. They can't do it, so he's cleared out, and Rise just bulk up that man advantage, and now they'll get the victory in this 4-on-2. It's going to put them to 7, and that's a good strike back, right? I mean, FaZe just
really
won a pretty big round the previous, and now Rise swat them right back. They're not going to allow them to build any momentum off of this. They're going to stay right here neck and neck as we get into the home stretch.
Will
of the
Derek
second
clear
half,
this?
and so things are still very
Oh my
interesting.
gosh.
That's a big kill
I
there to
think
stop that
you'll
off from being
Kitrix
saved.
for the 5 months.
For a second there, I thought there was going to be a timing where the knife was going to be out, and you're going to see the
Yeah, FaZe play really wild, but that's the thing. You don't want to like completely take like someone's unique playstyle away. Like they play really wild, but that's what works for them. They don't want to force people to do what they're not comfortable doing. But they do play like extremely crazy, and they rely on a lot on just like dueling. I think you Wasabi Poppy for the sub. I think you Palmaham for the sub.
To not only be supportive, but to also play off of her own and be able to go out there and still be, you know, where a secondary duelist would play. You know, can still do a lot of those same things as far as being a trade fragger and being someone who can assist that Jet on getting that space So we do see Baby Bay daggers out on this eco, trying to get something going. They do
Going on the wall again?
as well, so they
Dude,
have
this
a
is his
couple
favorite
little,
spot.
you know, tripwires out there, so to speak. Kind of try to make it as tough as they can. On
Wait, can you
Rise
updraft
in this
over the
situation.
wall from
They do see Rise making that move over to B side, and they have deep mid control.
From
so
elbow
FaZe
or
will be
no?
able to rotate pretty quickly and try to
what?
get over
to
B
see
side.
to see
Done,
like
but again,
spawn?
they're
Can you
well
like go on
behind
top of that
Firepower.
wall at elbow and then like
Rise should be aware
updraft
of
to
the
see?
Nah,
sentry turret that's
not
coming
all
in
of it, at
mid,
least.
Oh, okay.
Baby
It's like
Bay
a little
initially
hut.
is aggressive play forward, so Shanks instead is just going to use the safety net of this little Trailblazer to make his way on in with the early blades. Finds one, gets the reset. One more over the top. How about one more?
Bro, on
Follows
God,
the
why
third.
would you
That was
ever hit
over by
any
the
other side
connector,
other than
and
B if they
FaZe
don't play in B
defensively
side every round?
completely falter,
Like,
left with a
dedicated.
2v5,
That shit is too
and
broken.
You would think maybe another situation where they'll consider a save as Raucus does at least tally up one kill onto Shanks.
Yeah, he'll be able to hold on to that Vandal. Baby J, though, getting caught out into middle, so that will not go along. But what is happening right now is FaZe.
I've never tried it, but I just saw him sitting there with knives, and I'm like, I wonder if you can updraft right there.
Aside from Corey going into this next round, and that's going to make it tough for Raz to make progress, especially since this was an eco as well from FaZe, remember. So they're going to have plenty of weapons coming into this also. So this is going to be a
Talking
big
with who?
test
I'm
for
talking
Raz.
with
Can you battle against a fully bought FaZe
Sen Dapr and
that's
Sen
fully
ShahZam.
opted out as well for the most part?
Well, Raucus very well could find one more.
Why don't they
point of
have cameras
contact
on?
here
Because
before
this
the
is
round comes to an end.
online.
Flash will
Wait,
be there.
hello?
What?
What?
You
For a
there?
second,
Like, so
it's one of those
fast.
things where you find
Wait,
yourself
how's this
hiding in
game
plain
play? I
sight
thought this
and
game was
it really
over.
pays off, but the kill will be tallied, and Rise bring us within 2. So, I mean, you think
So
back, and I
they
think for a
stop
lot of
killing
North American
them?
fans outside of what we saw at Berlin, you go back to stage 3.
That's what happens. You get
We
to
have
beta
not
thinking
seen
you're
this much
owning, but it's really
offensive
just one player
success,
owning us, and
in
they
the
stop
region
killing
in a long
everything.
time.
It's like,
Yeah.
gets close.
And again, FaZe have definitely shown their ability to play this map defensively.
You know what this
very
is?
well
The
in the
9-3
past.
curse. I think that's what it is.
Yeah.
They should have
So
intentionally
we have
lost to
Viper's
make it an
Pit
8-4.
available, Hunter's Fury
Agreed.
and a lockdown, so a lot of alts for FaZe to put into use, particularly for retake situations, as well as that Viper to maybe have a little bit more of an easier
I'm
time
thinking,
defensively playing some
Turmox for the
if they
sub.
want to go that route.
Actually, it's,
Baby Bay mid.
oh my
Jeez.
gosh.
Oh, big duel.
Shanks is like
I'm
grandma.
I'm checking how many first bloods this guy has.
No, he definitely. I think he's on double
Just in
digits.
case.
He's on double digits.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's no he's not on double
Very
digits.
closer to it.
I like how he didn't fall for the turret. He went and looked for the other side and found it, and that was one of the big reasons why FaZe.
Is this on LAN or no? No, it's not. It was originally going to be on LAN, but
Almost
we don't talk about that.
And I'm pretty
It's
sure
been delayed
his-
for a long time.
His duel ratio with Shanks has to be like 8-0 or something for him.
Now we see Rise looking to pivot for a big B hit here. Seekers forward.
I think it's like
Has to be used if you want to
10-1
find
or
an
some
entry.
shit.
Neptune able to find Zach off the initial trade. Corey
Dude, how
revealed
fuck
through mid
he hit.
Rockets defensively.
What am I watching?
What are they supposed to do,
Wait,
bro? They got
wait.
absolutely destroyed.
Kudo just woke up.
Wait, what?
I think I did
Wait,
home.
what?
When it comes to locking
thought
down,
Rise
the
won
man
this round.
down,
I thought
takes
Rise
down
was a
Neptune.
good
It's all
ass spot
down
to
to
win.
Derek. He does still have 2
No,
shock
no.
darts plus the Zelda.
He's going to the door.
1v3.
I think Kudo
Also,
thinks that
yes,
Kaide's
he's
home. I mean, she
mentioning
might
all
be
spikes
home,
in his
but
back pocket. And oh my goodness, Raucus,
looking at the door.
a student of geometry, showcase at the highest level there, chunks down to 70 HP, and then finishes off the kill himself because why not? Big round, FaZe tally it, and go up back to 3 rounds in
No,
difference.
Sky ult,
And that burnt
Sky ult,
ult
and a
Rise
Sky
had
Flash,
can
and a
get
I think
Smoke,
he's
you'll
ended up with
never-
something calibrates
any
himself.
combination of
They
any
were not
utility, any
required
fucking
on that
agents,
victory.
you'll get shit on
Mostly
MB
thanks to
side.
just
You
being
still
able to
disable
There's
full
not
screen
a single
authorizations
thing
for
you can
Valorant?
do.
Yes, I do.
Getting the opening
You will
pick,
die.
able to trade out more efficiently on the side itself from that moment forward. You have to feel like a lot of it
I'm actually excited for Pokeball now.
has to be on the fact
Now that Kaide's
how
put the
Neptune got
just
into
the image in my mind of
Rock is
Pokeball,
able to
oof,
find the pick onto
I'm excited.
Poised, which kept them a man ahead, and they were able to also quickly find Neptune there on site to get it into the 3-on-1.
Quick defensive Viper's Pit plus a Trailblazer over through B. Baby Bay mid-map. Able to lock down one as Rise were trying to change the tempo up and move quickly over towards A, largely through the middle of the map. And it has forced Baby J to pull out his lockdown, but this has been fine. The chaos that was provided by the lockdown itself has allowed FaZe defensive members to find free kills on these Rise members rotating out.
Not only that, but they
I don't
were
even know
also
what
moving
happened this
all
round.
the way through into window room, so they had beacon
Finally,
I don't
haircut?
really
Yeah,
know
it
what
is
the
much
plan was
easier.
there for Rise Felix Shanks. We ran it down
They
too.
still have a
That
Hall's
was it,
control,
just GG.
and they have a 2-minute advantage now as well. They've actually abandoned the pit.
Pokeball have
Baby
Mina
J
or
gets a
no?
kill on shots, and they're all over the
Um,
place on FaZe's side of things.
I mean,
Yeah, Rise did not kind of
I think most of the time it just has like tuna in it.
all too well. But maybe not.
And I
overly
love,
for Poison.
I actually think my favorite kind of
You've got
fish
people with the
to
spike
eat
making his way
is
up mid,
tuna.
And this clearance should at least have the information.
Like just like,
but could play
I think
for
I
the
prefer
play
like
they wanna play
tuna
first. Looks like they're gonna
sashimi
do the
over
latter.
any other fish. No, actually no. There's one other fish that we tried and it was really good, but I forget the name of it.
Rise members and now map point for Riot. Or pardon me, for FaZe.
Yeah, FaZe dominant from the start. A little bit of a comeback from
Like the
Rise,
thing,
but
I don't remember what one I ate, but that one was
FaZe
might
At
be
least
my
Rise
favorite.
made it
But
respectable.
I just know
Yeah.
like tuna is always solid for me. I like tuna a lot. It's just like the texture. Mostly the texture. I think I prefer the texture better.
And you're just
Giving
on.
FaZe that 5-on-4 to work from. Shanks got
You guys, Mike, did you hear the storm last night or something? Like it was like storming.
Do you like salmon? I do like salmon.
crazy.
Yes.
Yeah, it was pretty bad, but I like slabs.
Oh, my
so-
car was parked in the street.
Edge in this series. Again, this is the opening match. of the
Okay.
opening
I didn't know it was gonna
round.
storm, bro.
Drops down to that lower bracket.
Can your PDF
With only
handle
One
it?
spot available for Champs at the end.
PDF,
of this
yeah,
thing
I
to
think
get
so.
knocked
I
down
think it's
that
fine for this.
early is
Sound
almost
like
the
it's
best ends.
a hurricane or something.
This is so tough for Riot.
Nah, this
You've
is
got
Texas,
no
bro.
tools available outside
I
of the
survived
normal
2
utility.
hurricanes.
I think at least
Sandy
it's
fucked
some.
me up.
Defensively pushed into his staple
I'm
position
from the East Coast too,
frontside
man.
case. Baby Bay watching from behind. There's the Alton. That'll push him back. Trying to use the cloud burst just to keep his
Oh,
Dude, he always
That's
just
the
sits
god
there.
angle.
I was about to say that angle is so good. If they
Yeah.
But don't you just get shit on in that setup and they just peek deep?
Yeah.
Before you
Yeah, I mean, yeah. It's a gamble.
That actually allows a plan. So even though it's a 2v4,
I figure it's so common for the opera to be
time will
back.
be on
I guess
the
they just do and they
favor
don't
of
know.
Riot.
Well, is that a
Snaps
GG?
in there.
Oh yeah, of
Didn't
course.
get caught though, so they're gonna have a chance to maybe
But
still
what
finish
if?
off.
Ah, never mind.
No.
Oh,
Oh,
wait, what if?
oh,
Oh, never mind.
Shots from Corey, but trains
Oh.
back in. He's seen
Oh.
Supa. Baby
No scope.
Bay, no quick scope. And this is so
The
tough.
swoop.
Supa, he's just got the SMG. Trying to swap.
Wait, he has an op now. It's
Corey's
winnable.
already on the defuse.
Yeah.
No three to work with, and Rise gave it a heck of a go, but
I need to see the
the
amount of
No,
first
not
bloods.
Curse. That's all I'm happy about.
To the tune of a 13
Yeah, I need to see how many
Oh
first
my
bloods he
God.
has. Cause
Yeah, it's a situation.